We are FartknightGamers, mobile players, paywall haters, entertainers, hot as lasers. Tell your neighbor, do a favor, you should subscribe, and you'll see more Knightlightning. He's not lightning, so enlightening, not so frightening. Hit like, and you'll see more. Who farted? He's who farted, not faint-hearted, nor outsmarted. Let's get started.
Hi there, folks. I'm Knightlightnin.
And I'm WhoFartd.
With our special guest today is Littlefinger. How you doing, Littlefinger?
How's it going?
We just got a bunch of news here, July 29 in the evening, and there's a lot to digest with this post from the devs, from Meathead Militia. So we're just kind of go round table and figure out what our reactions are and try to anticipate what might happen in the future. But for those new to our channel, please be advised we do have salty language, times offensive content. We are really designed more for mature audiences. So if none of that is your bag, baby, I suggest going to somebody else's channel.
And you've got kids in the room, earmuffs. And that also goes for Littlefinger, maybe some earmuffs through most of this video.
Wow. All right. Let's teach you some languages.
I just want to give a shout out to one of our favorite commenters in our video, Joey Spencer. He has really great comments. He makes excellent observations. So I just wanted to say thank you, sir, for your comments. We appreciate you, and keep doing what you're doing. And WhoFartd, from what I understand, speaking of commenters and subscribers, you have some kind of update for us. Is that correct?
So on the quest to 33, I said last video we hit 31. We want to get to 33. Apparently, people have believed that 33 was not a realistic number because we lost a subscriber since the last video.
So in our journey to go from 31 subscribers to 33, we are now at 30. Is that what you're saying?
Our next challenge is to get back to 31.
There you go.
So if you are the one asshole who left us, come the fuck back. I suspect I know who it is. A certain My Little Pony experience player. I'm not going to name names. You might have been on this video. I think it's you.
He's got to be talking about.
So bad. Well, okay. For those interested, definitely check out the timestamps in the description below, because who knows what we're going to talk about today. But we're going to have some interesting fake news content for you at towards the end of the video. All right, so we have two different posts, and who knows? By the time this video is over, there might be a third, because Meathead he's just firing off his meat cannon.
I've got to say, round of applause. That's twice you didn't call him Metalhead.
Yes, correct. Thank you. Not Metalhead Militia. Okay. So Meathead Militia says, Summoners, there's a special limited time Sorcerer's Surge event about to start. In addition to the event, there are some changes we are making to the economy as well. So Sorcerer's Surge sounds to me like I'm thinking Fantasia, Sorcerer Mickey, maybe Yensid. Maybe they'll go more in or expand out of that into greater Fantasia territory. So that's exciting for those interested.
Wait, hold up 1 second.
Okay.
Did you just say our character that we revealed on this show,
yes,
is now coming to Disney Sorcerer's Arena?
He's coming, and he's coming hard.
Oh, yes. The only way. And could this mean next stop, Hobo Jafar?
Listen, Hobo Jafar has to happen. In fact, in the general discussion Discord a few days ago, in the official Disney Sorcerer Arena, everybody was talking about the homeless Jafar. I was like, listen, we called this like back in March.
Exactly. We got crystal balls.
Gets classic.
We got the fortune teller's hotline. Who was the one who used to call up? She used to be a singer, and then she would charge you $5.99 a minute to tell the future. Dionne Warwick. We've been talking to Dionne Warwick. We know this stuff.
if you look at the actual in-game news, they show pictures of gear when they announce this in the Sorcerer search. So maybe it's going to be event-specific to getting gear, because there's definitely a bottleneck. Going past Tier 3 can be just brutal. And I spent almost my entire Club Exchange currency this whole week just gear farming and not farming any characters. So we have light at the end of the tunnel, though. So they're increasing drop rates for some Tier 4 plus gear in campaign, premium and VIP exchange discounts from Tier 3 to Tier 6 gear. So basically, for the higher and the upper echelon gears, they're going to be better drop rates, and you should find it more often. In addition to that, for premium exchange, I mean, look, I'm not going to read all of this, but long story short, when you are purchasing gear from some exchanges like the Club Exchange, you're going to be spending less to get the same amount. How much less, we'll find out probably July 30. In addition, we have some increased drop rates in Summoner's Challenges, thank goodness. And I'm telling you, for those especially doing the Rune Challenge, it would be nice to level up more characters with Gamma Runes. Am I alone in this, or what do you guys think?
Rune bottleneck. I'd say this is a big issue, not quite the gold coin issue that exists, but it's definitely one that impedes moving up characters. Now, I know they're doing this to slow you down, because right now there's a lot of ways to get crystals to speed up your farm. Very different than some of the games that we've played. So therefore, they're trying to slow us down in creating a whole series of teams. I'm currently going through that because I have my primary team I use for my arena, and I'm slowly moving up my my Paul McCartney team. But they've been really, really slow with moving up on that.
Okay, for those who are not aware, WhoFartd keeps mixing up Let It Go with a combination of Let It Be and Live and Let Die.
Exactly. So for Joey Spencer,
that is why Frozen is Paul McCartney.
So I hope Joey Spencer got that joke, and it's no longer a joke. It's just I really can't remember the name of that movie, so it's just much easier calling on my Paul McCartney team.
One thing they mention here that's interesting is the Sorcerer will let you know prior to the surge ending, so you can plan accordingly. Who knows what that means? But they're kind of, when they say so you can plan accordingly, means maybe we'll have to farm up some people or gear people or do something. But that probably does not align with, I'm just guessing, the 3 new incoming oceanic characters to bring into the event. So the second update we have is the Coconut Crackdown event, where we're earning Moana, Maui, and Grammatala tokens. So we have 3 different, I'm presuming, oceanic characters.
Is that actually true?
Yeah, this is
Oh no, this isn't something we made up. This is actually legit. Although we got to remember that for next time. We'll screw everybody up by making a fake metalhead militia post.
Yeah, we'll actually do a metalhead militia post.
Exactly.
Not a meathead militia post.
No one's going to see it coming. We're going to tell them like something awesome's coming in. Like Guile from Street Fighter is the next character.
Yeah, so you know, Littlefinger, because I know you're kind of new to the whole, this part of the communication from the devs is Meathead Militia is the official guy who gives us out all of the official news of events coming in. So if he says it's coming in, it's actually, it's happening. It's not like FartknightGamers is telling you. So what's coming in the game?
Yes, we are. Right now.
That's true. We did call against it. Maybe
all I gotta say is this getting released before Cozy gets his hands on this. Before who's the guy, the Australian guy who's got no personality? SHD Gamer.
I like SHD Gamer.
No, I make the joke. I actually think he's a nice guy. He comes off really nice, but he's kind of the Ben Stein of the Disney Sorcerers Arena world.
Yeah, you know what? We definitely are gonna do that video about other YouTubers because I have quite a few thoughts, but I'll save it for another time.
I've got a little question for Littlefinger.
Uh-huh.
Do you have Discord?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, but you never look at it.
No.
Well, you had it for your Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes days, but you haven't joined the Disney stuff yet, probably.
Probably not, no. I mean, I see the group thing, but, like, all I see is, like, people with, like, leveling up, promoted this one, that one. I'm like, okay.
I gotcha. Okay. So we have a Stitch event coming back already, so that's interesting. They are reducing some of the star levels and amending some of the requirements in order to get into certain towers. They're adjusting XP rewards, so that's cool. And I'll tell you something. The club milestones absolutely needed to change. I was fine. Look, I beat all of Tower 1. That's all I could do because I didn't have GAN 2 unlocked. And I got minuscule rewards, which was what I was expecting. What I was not expecting was our entire guild of 50 people beating the first tower and still getting, like, what, 30,000 gold?
Literally, it was one of those things where I looked at it and I go, this is just not worth my time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, this was supposed to be a landmark thing, the first competitive tower. And it was a whole bunch of crap rewards. And they are reducing those rewards as the event's going on, which is what made it worse.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It is weird. It was a weird.
I understand they're trying to reduce the ability of people to get stitched quickly. Don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, but if you're gonna give us, I felt like I could be wrong, but my memory of it is like, yeah, here's some potions, and here's like 5,000 gold at like the tier 5 unlock.
What made it worse was that the daily, not the daily, but like let's call it the season pass stuff. Yeah. Not paying for the VIP, the normal season pass stuff that you don't have to pay for the VIP was as good, if not better, on a normal basis, the low-end stuff. So if that's happening, that should tell you everything you need to know that the rewards are not sufficient. Now, I completely get everything they're doing. They're trying to slow play it. It's year 1 for this game. It's not even year 1. I should take it back. It's, 7 months in from being live and not in beta? Okay.
Yeah, not even. Yeah.
Slow your flow. Okay, I get that. But you can't slow it to where we're at molasses. That's the only thing that I'd like to call out.
Yeah, and I think
you bottleneck too much.
Yeah, I think to your point, I think they recognize that. They're increasing the gear drops and making it a little cheaper for us to purchase things, giving us slightly better rewards in the Tower of Stitch. I think this all kind of means, hey, you can't keep releasing characters with the same gear drop rate that you have. Because, people get to – because what you have to understand, too, is while you want to incentivize people to speed it up, which means spend money, you also can't discourage people too much because if you say, well, yeah, at this rate, I'll have this character tier 7, 7-star – in 2023. So
no, but that's what it's coming to.
You have to have the illusion of achievement in the future date.
I think that there's a lot of things to improve in this game, but I think this is the start of them acknowledging that some changes are needed, even if this is just a snowball rolling down a hill. It's still downward hill movement. So anything's better than the bottlenecks they've created.
Yeah, I have to agree. Something they're mentioning here is the Sorcerer's Trial is coming back. And we are getting Moana and Gramatala as logins for the month of August. One's 3-star to unlock, the other is 4. Here's what's interesting.
Is that the monthly one for the PvP? Yeah.
That's the monthly just for logging in.
Yeah, that's the daily login. They didn't make any indication as to whether Mulan is changing. Honestly, I hope she doesn't change anytime soon. only because I would much rather, even if I'm not like die hard ready to get Mulan, I'm not like going crazy. So I hope they don't change that too frequently, because if they do, you're basically getting a whole lot of nothing.
No, and you know what? I wouldn't have an issue if they did do that, if they kept it at 3 shards per day. But to go back on my previous rant,
Exactly.
1 shard, bullshit. 3 shards, acceptable.
Yeah, we long for the 3 shard days.
And I just got to add in one more thing. I am very disappointed. They are updating certain characters, but they have not updated Maui, even though he's going to be available, so that his special move is the People's Elbow. Am I the only one who wants to see that?
Because he's played by The Rock.
Exactly.
He's got the rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think you may have just hit on a future FartKnight creation right there.
I think it's needed.
That's going to happen.
I want $500 shirt rock. That's what I want.
There you go. We are getting 2 new character refreshes or reworks, both oceanic. So we're definitely seeing this oceanic theme here. Tinkerbell is gaining a guaranteed chain for her basic, and a few other pieces to that. Her special is getting increased so that it's guaranteed to work on adjacent teammates to grant shield. The level 2 is now granting evade to target teammate. So that's very hero-like. And they're reducing the magic cost of actually both of her specials. So she's gaining evade, she's gaining a 100% chance for it to work on adjacent teammates for shield. Her second special gets a guaranteed heal block, and her passive is removing the chance for something to trigger and is giving that a guarantee. And you're going to get continuous healing. So that's pretty cool. Hook is getting a bunch of things as well. He's getting increases depending on the shield that he has. He gets to copy a helpful effect from target opponent to Captain Hook. That's pretty nice. And for his passive, it made it guaranteed that a random teammate will gain haste. That's pretty cool. So they're speeding up the team. They're getting evasion. They're getting more chance for shield. They're getting healing. So their recovery and survival is going up. So they're making Oceanic great again, it seems.
Yeah,
I don't know. I read the stuff for Hook, and I do think Hook is improved, but when you hit like a wet noodle, I don't think it does enough to make up for the fact that he is the weakest character in this game in terms of total damage.
Is he really?
Oh, by far. Like, I've run similar level characters. Until you get him to like gear 6, I've seen him never hit for more than like 1,200.
Wow.
I would say
early levels, the wedding gives us okay damage.
Yeah, early levels it does, and then it just kind of like plateaus at that point.
Interesting. What do you think, Littlefinger?
I think Rafiki probably is worse.
But Rafiki's not supposed to be. Rafiki's a support character. Hook is a damage character. That's the thing people don't read.
Oh, he has an offense tag?
I believe he's got an offense tag.
Doesn't he have chance
So
to
what
hit
does
white to do like
Blue have?
Blue is support.
No, Blue is support. You don't think the Queen is crappier?
No, the Queen's got a lot of utility. Hook doesn't. Well, until now, obviously some changes.
Yeah. All right, his first special is Gift from Wendy. I don't even have access to a second yet.
Like, why bother? Why bother?
Well, look at this, though. 50% chance for Oceanic teammates, plural, to assist. That's pretty sick.
Yes, but that also assumes that you can keep him alive, considering he is just short of Mickey-level glass cannon minus the cannon.
True, but remember, Maui's coming in the game, so if he's got his kit of taunting and invulnerable
Yeah, but he only gets invulnerable when you just about kill him. So you have to assume that they don't even that they hit Maui before they go after Hook, which I'm doing first things first. I'm going after Hook.
Yeah, I mean the problem is I haven't who's really farmed up Hook? Like nobody.
Right? I know who did. Dang Cool did.
Yeah, that might be true. That might be true.
Is that the subscriber that went off?
What? You've got a shitty character? I'm gonna farm you hard.
I'm gonna farm you real hard. Yeah, exactly.
What's the worst character? I'm gonna do that.
I'll do that. I'm all in.
Hey,
he
claims all the time that Littlefinger is the one who tells him that this is a great character. So, I kind of believe him on
that. So, WhoFartd, let me pick your brain on this. Soon we will be increasing the level cap and allowing players to obtain certain Tier 7 gear pieces. This to support a different future release that will allow you to obtain gear through other means. That tells me, honestly, I'm thinking raids, man.
No, I'm thinking that they institute the ultimate addition to the game that Littlefinger has been asking for, where you combine his work on the street corner in exchange for currency.
You got to do that sometimes.
See, he doesn't know.
You have to wash after customers.
Your customers say thank you.
Oh, I bet.
You make them wear a mask?
Yes.
Dang Cool
so
says
it's like the pretty. So with mask, in the business, when you're wearing a mask, is it like the Pretty Woman thing? It could touch everywhere except the lips.
Exactly. You can touch everything but the mask.
It's a new way to insist on no kissing.
Exactly.
It's what Julia Roberts forgot about.
Do you wear a groin mask?
Sometimes you do, just for the mouthpiece part.
Isn't that by default a groin mask?
Terrible. Yeah.
Wow, that's so bad. So,
and that's not going to get edited out.
No.
Nope, that's going to be another subscriber gone back down to 29.
Oh my God.
Shit.
I'm making a prediction.
You guys going down faster than the Titanic.
People are now going to increase our number every video so they can get us like to 34, and then there's going to be a whole bunch of people who drop out.
Yeah, just make sure they stay away from the 33 number.
Exactly. They're just going to be like, oh, you hit it? No, just kidding. Oh, you hit it? No, just kidding.
So, okay, here's the thing, right? So these two posts are out. So the good thing is I read this as we're increasing gear drops right now, probably because they're going to create a greater bottleneck for higher level gear. They're going to be lifting the level cap. So that the way I read that means maybe we're going to get level 70 or even 80 as a goal. I hope to God we get more dungeons, please. I mean, look at me, man. Look at my game right now, okay? This is my roster. I just beat Tower 5 with this roster, okay? My strongest wild is a Tier 5 5-star Kristoff. My strongest mythical is a 5-star Tier 5. This is what I just beat. No, look, it took a lot of doing, okay, and a lot of crazy term manipulation and shenanigans.
And a lot of bribing of developers.
Yeah, exactly.
And sucking them off.
I got through it, and I had a strategy. And look,
he doesn't work in your line of work, Littlefinger.
Yeah, exactly. Hero, even a. How do
you think he gets the information? He works under the table.
What you and Dan Cool do in the confines of your homes is not a part of this video.
Oh, my God.
Now that we've sucked the winds out of this video officially.
Yeah. Shall we go to our fake news section?
Well, it could be real news now.
It could be. We'll see. I hope it is. Here we go. So, we believe. This is our belief and hope that this guy comes into the game. Chernabog, the raid boss. First and foremost, I cannot really think of any more epic raid boss for those who are not familiar with the terminology, a single entity that your club needs to come together to beat, where you're all doing damage and he has a HP that drops with the collective effort with the entire club. So that's what we mean by...
I don't know. I can think of one character that we haven't spoken about. The most devastating, tough character in the Disney universe. Minnie Mouse.
Oh, that's just lame, dude.
I would have said.
You thought I was being serious.
Well,
Lightning
you can't be more intimidating than if you have a voice like, "Hey, Mickey, let's go outside." You know what, Chernabog? I'm not sure he's ever spoken. I'd have to rewatch Fantasia, but that would be pretty funny if Chernabog had like a Mike Tyson or Minnie Mouse kind of voice.
Oh, that would be great. Like, just also give him like the face tattoo too, if you're gonna do the Mike Tyson voice.
Chernabog has a Mike Tyson tattoo on his face. So this would be a powerful mythical villain raid boss, and his basic would be Dark Shadow. So WhoFartd, what is this Dark Shadow?
So I'm expecting that this is kind of a like Oogie Boogie when he spawns fear to everybody. I'm expecting that this spawns like double or triple fear. So huge impact, because I think that it needs to take what's the worst fear impact out there and just make it so much worse. So I want to back up a little bit, actually, though, to tie this in. So those of you who are not aware what a raid is, okay? A raid is a battle where you, as not only as an individual, but as a club, have to beat this boss. So with raid attacks, they are far more powerful than anything that you've seen in the game. And they're going to be the greatest character ever that you'll never unlock.
Right. It would have like something, I'm just throwing out a number here, but let's say it has 300,000 health.
Exactly. So
not something you could beat by yourself.
To that point, I think that Dark Shadow is going to be spawned every, like, one of those basics every third or fourth turn, and it's going to just put your team at a massive disadvantage. So fear times 3, fear times 4, just massively, or maybe it's just one character gets every debuff in the game. And something like that, where it just literally, as you're doing the battle, it scares the shit out of you.
That's really cool idea. Wow, I love it. His first special, we believe, would be called Fiery Judgment. There is a scene where he just takes the souls of the dead and tosses them into his fiery pit. So I'm thinking he hits people with a fiery attack that's similar to Hades. It does continuous damage, representing kind of burning over time. And what would be interesting is if you have a mechanic where that spreads. So one person is, say, ignited, right? And then that spreads out to maybe adjacent team members over different turns.
So I was thinking something along the lines of that, but it more as an AoE, where you have a randomized counter till it goes away. So it's strictly RNG that you may get hit with 5 turns or 1 turn, and it's just sheer luck.
Interesting. Wow. Like it. So, Littlefinger, his second special would be Call of the Dead. So, what are your thoughts around what this could potentially be? Ghosts, goblins, ghouls, skeletons, what do we got?
think that it would be skeletons, but then I would also think, like, as a bonus thing, it would probably be like if he killed one of your characters, they actually bring them back from the dead and use them against you.
Oh, that's a sick idea. Wow.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool. And it would be interesting. You'd almost have to run
But
like
half
golden-
health, not as full health, half health. Same thing like you usually get with.
Yeah, it's almost like an anti-golden hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you'd have to run a golden hammer to bring your own characters back to life before he brings them back on his side. I love that idea, Littlefinger. That's really cool. Damn. Wow. That would create some really interesting things, because depending on who dies, having to fight your own teammates, woo, that's really cool. His first passive would be called Malicious Grin. So WhoFartd, what do you think about this one?
So this one, actually the funny thing was I was going into this one thinking something similar to what Littlefinger had said, but I was going to do a different spin on it. Because this is a raid boss, that they were going to bring back one character at full health that had died previously from one of your previous teammates. But obviously Call of the Dead kind of plays into that a little bit more. So to that point, I'm thinking that this creates a taunt on a random character, and it's one with the least amount of health.
I think for the grin, I think it's more of a, he'll do like a little smirk and probably take any kind of ability from one of your characters, though. Like, let's say somebody has taunt, somebody has evasion.
Well,
he would smile and steal it from you.
That's a good point. So let's think of this. If this is a raid boss and you're facing the Paul McCartney Elsa-based teams, where they are strictly based around all your buffs. Maybe it wipes all buffs from the game.
Well, he would get all the buffs.
Or he can take it, yeah, that's fine. But either way,
it's a raid boss.
To be really malicious, he would have to really screw you over. And if you're running that type of team that relies on doing damage because of buffs,
yeah,
why not find a way to wipe everything off? And if he gains it, even better.
I love this idea. It's turning their strengths against them. His second passive will be called Knight on Bald Mountain. Now, for those who are not aware, this is the song that is played during this part in the Fantasia movie, and it kind of sets the whole theme and tone of this ridiculously crazy, devilish-like chernabog character. So I'm thinking maybe it's a certain musical strand or almost a countdown where X amount of turns, they'd hit the certain note and all of the team members that you're running with take X amount of damage, and maybe that stacks. So everybody takes 1 damage, and then 2 damage, and then 3 and 4. And it starts small. As the battle grows, it gets just ridiculous and crazy.
So to throw back to a little raid mechanic that existed in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, maybe this is an AoE wipe after a certain amount of time unless you have buffs on the character.
Yeah, it absolutely could be. That would be really interesting.
Oh, and fun fact, I just learned something. The name of the movie I couldn't remember is Frozen.
I could have told you that.
You're just such an asshole.
Had to look that one up.
So Chernabog's a cool raid boss, but here's the thing. Notice we designed him to be collectible. So maybe you get a Chernabog token as a club once you beat him. But here's the thing. This is what I'm thinking. Chernabog is not unlockable on an individual basis. It's unlockable on a club basis. So when would we use him? We would use him in Club Conquest. So imagine we go to Club Conquest and you unlock Chernabog. What you can do is maybe post him at your last castle.
That's a great idea.
And it could be even over time because, eventually, you'll be having 2 people or 2 teams with Chernabogs or 3 teams with Chernabogs. Or instead of at the last castle, maybe you're hiding them in one particular stage. It's almost like a trap that you're setting. And so you don't know where the other person's Chernabog is located or if they even unlocked one. So I think
that's a cool idea. Hidden Chernabog. It looks like you're facing certain battles, and all of a sudden, pop, the last one's Chernabog.
Exactly. So there's a lot of cool concepts I think we have here that we hit on. Hopefully all 30 of our subscribers will maybe throw some suggestions at the devs. Because if they even use half these ideas, it would be amazing.
I'm just asking everybody, as you bring this up, very, very important, get us back to 31.
Let's 31. Do it. We're shooting for 33. I'm looking at you, Joey Spencer. You got to make it happen.
Start recruiting, Joey. Joey, start recruiting. Because essentially most of the people who are doing the recruiting are on this video right now, and we're not doing well.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Pokemon 420. I see your comment. I'm getting to you. You just wait. And I just want to thank again Tara Katani, because Tara Katani, thank you very much as well, because you inspired us partly to do the new intro. Honestly, it was an idea I've had for a really long time. I was just slow on execution because I'm really not extremely computer savvy. I'm using extremely low-level tech, as you might be able to tell videos. But I think that your comment actually made me really fire up. Like, that's it. This is going to happen. I'm getting this done right now. So all of our commenters, thank you very much for your feedback and interaction.
And please leave more comments.
Yes, please. So like and subscribe this video. We are FartKnight Gamers, and it's always pandemonium over here. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Littlefinger, for joining us.